That's such a bop.
Oh my God, I'm hearing that in like I heard that in like three different channels. I because I have tabs open for Patreon. That was very jarring. Yeah.
You've got it like slightly offset
Uh-huh.
and mistimed. I'm gonna need
Wow.
you to make a sanity roll.
Exactly. I already did. It's a 99. See, I did
Yeah, we did.
I did roll just to see like if I could use this camera as a dice cam, and I rolled
Hmm.
99, so I felt like I had to leave it there because that's how this
Perfect.
stream's gonna go. But fortunately, in streaming, I'm a 50, so it's not a fumble. Welcome, welcome,
Yeah.
welcome to March Radness, the first ever
Yay. Oh
iteration
my
of March
god.
Radness. This is a spin-off of our spin-off. This is the Bout of Radness, kind of like resurrecting a title from the dead, which is something that's if you're on
Also,
Instagram. Oh, go ahead, Paula.
can I have
Welcome,
something to say
Paula.
about this? Okay,
Yes. Yes.
y'all, I vote in these Instagram polls. And Cup pointed out the one I vote for is almost never the one that wins. What is wrong with all of you? Have the same taste as me.
Well, Paula, you could vote today because we are going to vote on these titles live, and
Oh, I'll be voting.
it'll be the first time that I've ever used this polling website. So we're gonna. I'm sure it's going to be seamless, flawless. This stream, no technical issues ever. So we'll
No.
just we'll see how it goes. But thank you everyone for joining us. This has been, if you do follow us on Instagram, this has been in the making for quite a while. So Instagram.com/push the roll, and then we have a channel which I didn't realize Instagram had until I started this thing. It's called Roll Call. So if you join our little channel, it has like just 300 people in it. I deliver these
Just
polls where
300 people.
we kind of
That's
vote.
so many people.
Well, yeah, if there were 300 people here right now, we actually wouldn't have a license that would support the polling software I have. I think the max is 100. So thank you to whoever's watching this in post and didn't show up. But so we've been doing like groups of four, right? The polls have four titles. Instagram
Yeah.
group users are voting on winners, and then we've done that like a bunch of times. So now we have 16 titles from that, and I wanted to bring that to Patreon. Patreon is the show. Patreon's the
Yeah.
bread and butter. Patreon's the diehards. So
Literally.
we didn't want to isolate that to
Patreon
Instagram.
is the reason I can get paid to do these shows. So
Oh my God,
thank
you're
you.
you're getting paid.
Yeah, because I'm not the one in charge.
So thank you everybody for whether you participated in that or not. Many of you are paying patrons, so thank you for your support. We did exclude Ross from this stream because we want to keep everything super secretive. When we come away from this with a winning title, we don't want Ross to know what it is. Paula, I'm actually thinking that we won't even tell him like which recording this is going to be. I'm just going to spring it
Ooh,
on him next time both of us are in a session with Ross. We'll just say,
yeah.
this is it. This is the March
Are you gonna
Radness
make him
recording.
roll and then just tell him this is the title no matter what he rolls? Or will you just be like, hey, guess what? Surprise, it's the March Radness one.
Yeah, I don't think we'll have a roll for the first title when we do that one, but I will spring it on him, and I think, or should we wait for a bad title one we don't like and then just replace it with March
I think
Radness?
the patrons would love it if we said their title was bad and we're gonna replace
We
it.
announce it and then we
Um,
replace it. Yeah, that's perfect.
I'm gonna pull my volume down a little. I see a comment from Christopher Schaefer.
Oh,
551 says slight volume bump to you, Cup. So I'm
oh.
thinking that means I might be a little loud. So I'm gonna pull myself down a little.
Well, I could put my volume up if that's
How
better.
about how's this? Is that a better balance? What all that matters is we're balanced, right?
Let's see.
Also, thank you, Corp Doc.
I can figure this out really quickly. I'm sure to how to adjust my volume. Yeah, my mic
You
volume's
should be
only
able.
at like half. So is this better? Am I really loud now?
You sound reasonable to me, but
Okay.
chat is probably a better.
Should I
I can't hear out of one ear, so like don't
oh,
trust my.
should I eat the mic? I am sick, so my voice isn't carrying with its glorious dynamicism as usual. Let's see. So let me.
Now
Uh,
is good. Up, cup, up. Y'all,
they want me real
I'm
loud.
getting real mixed messages from chat right now.
Okay,
Some people are like, it's good. Now it needs to be
this
more.
feels really
Still,
loud,
I don't know.
but I can't hear myself. So you let me know. Is this all right, or am I like peaking? Or
You sound great to me. Chat,
okay,
how are we compared to each other? I can make adjustments on my end as well.
good. There's my thumb. Good. Okay, I think we're ready to
Okay.
go. I think we're good. We're good. So being the high tech show that we are, I have printed out a bracket, and you can see that sharing the screen with Paula and me right now. And my plan is to do this. I'm going to try to reveal the matchups one at a time. We will use this Italian polling software that I found, Andrea. I found an Italian polling software that StreamYard recommended. We're going to try to use this and vote live. So I think first, well, let's reveal like the first round matchups first before we start
Great.
voting. We'll kind of ease into this, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So let me. I have to lean out of frame every time I interact with this document camera setup. So let me give kind of priority to the bracket here. Okay, so we have 16 titles. 16 titles. Some of you may have a sense for whether your title's in here if you are following the Instagram voting, but for some of you, this may be a total surprise.
Also, I want to know, should we not know? I want to know if someone sees their title here, but maybe that will sway voting. And so maybe we shouldn't know until the end.
Oh, see, I was going to say,
you know what I mean?
I was going to say who submitted the titles as we were.
Okay, great. Well, I hit my microphone. You're the man in charge.
Maybe I shouldn't do that.
No, don't listen to me. It's not my show.
I did take the time to email myself, so I feel like I have to reward myself by using what I've sent to myself. All right, so let's do this. So we have like the left region and the right region. We'll say I own the left. That's the cup region. The right side of the bracket's the Paula region.
It's like the NFC and the AFC, or like the
like March Madness.
And
the basketball tournament has like the South region and the East and all that stuff. So it's kind of
I don't remember all the.
But we
the SEC and Pat. I don't know. All I care about is the SEC. So whatever.
Okay. Well, if there's a tie, then Paula and I are going to roll off against each other. I think that's the only way to handle a tie. So we'll plan to do that. But let's jump in. Let's start revealing titles and like arguing about which one's better, and then we can start the vote.
Great. I have one more thing I have to say. I have to get off my chest if people don't mind. And is not related to this, but it is related to me rolling. And this is a slight spoiler for the current arc of Push the Roll that I'm not in. And I'm enjoying it immensely. But I was listening this morning to the first episode to get ready for tomorrow's episode. And something was said that made me gasp in horror. And it was when Nora, slight spoiler, rolls a check for something. I'm not going to tell you all what it was to protect you. And she crits. She gets a 1. And it's like, this is incredible. And Cup says the words, "You're like the anti-Paula," or "You're like the opposite of Paula," referencing my bad dice luck.
Yeah, but I like failure, Paula. You know that. A 1 is the worst thing you can roll.
Fail.
Yeah. I like all the extremes. So a crit, Ross will use against us. A fumble, Ross will use against us. So I like
hear
both.
Too much.
But I don't think you've ever rolled a crit on Push the Roll with Ross Bryant. That was like Nora's second roll, I think, of the whole thing. So
yeah, I don't know if I've ever rolled a 1. I do have a picture of me rolling a 100 from a episode that has not aired yet.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, there's a lot of that coming down the pipeline from many different players. Well, let's get into it. I do have to reach. I've said I'm left-handed, which I don't recommend. I don't recommend being left-handed. So I do have to reach to my left every time I reveal something here, but we'll make the best of it. Paula's going to vamp while I like screw around with this bracket.
Great. I was like, oh, I should be quiet for a while because I'm derailing Cup, but no, great. Happier Here says there is a reason whining about dice luck is a bingo square. I'm taking that as a direct attack on me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Can we use this though in the current bingo since you've now whined about me talking about your dice luck? I feel like I'm gonna say no.
It's not on my bingo card that I'm playing with, so no, we cannot mark it.
Okay, fair enough. Well, the first matchup in the Paula region, the number 1 seed. Okay, the way I've seeded these is based on the percentage of votes these got in the Instagram poll that I ran. So the number 1 overall seed, I think it was the first title that won too. The number 1 overall seed is Like God's Eyes in My Headlights, submitted by Clancy Noct. So that is our number 1 overall seed. And then the number 8 seed in this region,
I hate it,
is Skin Origami, which was submitted by Aaron. So we have Skin Origami by Aaron, and we have Like God's Eyes in My Headlights, submitted by Clancy Noct. We're not going to vote yet. I'm going to reveal all these, and then we're going to do the voting, because if the voting breaks, I mean, we'll figure that out then. All right, we're continuing through the Paula region here. Next, we have the number 4 seed, The Silence Collector.
That's so good.
It's really good. It was submitted by, don't influence them, Paula. They're all okay. These are decent titles, all right? I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I
Hey,
don't mind the
making me
social influence at
react.
all. The Silence Collector, submitted by Tracy Loves Bees. Tracy Loves Bees submitted the Silence Collector, is going up against the number 5 seed, Day One, Year Zero. Day
Yeah,
One, Year
these
Zero.
are two. I don't like that these are up against each other because I like both of them.
It was submitted by Jason Davis. Day One, Year Zero, submitted by Jason Davis. Um, awesome titles. I can't help but reveal a title and think about, well, where's Ross going to drop us for something like Day One, Year Zero?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
honestly, that's why I'm telling you right now I'm anti-skin origami because I know Ross will go full body horror with it and I
Oh
don't
yeah.
want it.
Oh, especially because you're going to be in this game because of the way
Yeah.
I've said that next time we all play together, we're doing this. Well, all of these are going to have terrible body horror, Paula. I think that's just a part of
That's
your
true. That
reality
is,
now.
he does. I've learned about
Uh
Ross. I've learned horrible things about Ross
huh. Fair.
being in on
And
so many of these games.
scooting along through the Paula region, we have the number 3 seed, Upon the Rotting Sea,
Oh.
submitted by Chris Curry. So Chris Curry submitted Upon the Rotting Sea, and that's going against number 6, Borrowed Faces.
Oh, these are all so good.
They are. They're really good. Borrowed. I want to play all of them. Josephine suggested at one time we should just play as many titles as we possibly can in one session.
Just constantly
Yeah, just
changed.
always changing. Yeah, maybe
Borrowed
someday.
Faces could be like a weird, twisted sitcom. Almost like a I don't I didn't watch that Agatha show, but isn't where she's like in a sitcom but not in a sitcom? And Borrowed
I think
Faces to
so.
me feels like it's a 1990s sitcom that goes horribly, horribly wrong. That's
Oh
my
yeah,
idea for it.
I like that. See, my mind goes to the 1980s sitcom Small World that had Vicky the robot. Yeah,
Oh,
get like
yeah.
robots with faces, kind of swapping them out.
Ooh, okay,
Yeah.
yes, yes. Ooh, ew.
This is from Kung Fu Llama, by the way. Borrowed Faces from Kung Fu Llama.
Nice.
And then we have finally the number 2 seed, which is A Night to Dismember,
So good.
versus the number 7. Oh, sorry. A Night to Dismember was submitted by Bob Grenville. I know Bob. Well, I know of Bob because
Yeah.
he's always in all the cool chats and stuff. So Bob Grenville, and number 7, well, who I also know, the Collect Call of Cthulhu from Tomboy LaCroix. So Tomboy LaCroix submitted the
Hey,
Collect Call of Cthulhu. So these two giants
what are we
of
gonna
the
vote?
Discord will go head to head.
Jeez.
We'll vote soon. But what do you think about your half of the bracket, Paula? These are your titles.
There's
You own
only
these.
one of these that I am actively no, maybe two. There's two of these that I would be sad if they moved forward because
Oh
they
my
upset
god.
me. But everything else, they're so good. And it's only because they're even the two that I'm like, please don't be those. It's only because I think they would make for really gross games.
The submitters are going to be very upset with you for campaigning against their titles, and I'm here for that. Don't
Look,
get me wrong.
they're
I want to
all good.
see it
Look,
in the
if
Discord.
you are at a higher tier, pay more money and you can show me up right now by submitting the titles that I don't like over and over and over again 4 times a month until they get picked. That's how you get one up on me.
We need like the $500 tier where you just win. You win March
You
Radness no matter what happens.
you just submit a
win.
title and it's done.
You can buy your way into the pushed title for March Radness. You have the automatic buy all the way to the finals, and you get the push title. So I actually really like your half of the bracket because of the way
It's
I
good.
am. I have no idea what's in my half of the bracket, but I can't imagine it's this good. So we'll see, right? So, and
I bet it's gonna be even better.
if you're not familiar with brackets, brackets is a very American kind of sporting way to set up tournaments. You'll notice that like the number 1 seed is furthest away from the number 2 seed. The idea is that if the highest seeded titles win, as you would expect, I guess, in a tournament, like they call that like chalk. Like if it's just going through the way that it's seeded, then 1 and 2 wouldn't meet until the end of this region, right? They wouldn't meet until the last match of the Paula region. So that keeps it kind of fair. So let's look at my region, the one that's going to probably win. So I have to reach for this again. My left-handedness is really working against me. So you can vamp while I start to unveil some titles, Paula.
Great, great. People are already talking about how if I'm grossed out by a title, it's going to make them want to vote for it, but also how they love me. So honestly, I'm here for it.
Oh, okay,
Um,
nice. That's good. That's good. Um, oh boy, these are long titles. All right, so
Whoa, those
the
are
very good.
cool.
The number one overall title, I'm just looking for who submitted this one, was submitted by Nick A. And the title is The Rillier Housewives of Atlantic City. Wow. That would be interesting, right? That would be a pretty fun game. So the
We would
Rillier
do, yeah.
Housewives of
It would be
Atlantic
cool.
City.
I don't think there's been like a reality TV themed kind of episode, has there been?
I'm trying to think because there's a few coming you weren't in, Paula, because
Yeah.
you're very busy. Let's be honest. You're
Well,
in
or
high
you guys
demand.
just decided that you hated me and you
It's a
didn't want to have
mix.
me in any games anymore.
It's a mix. It's a mix. We do
Mix.
invite you when no one else is available, but then you're not available, so it creates a lot of problems actually for the show. No. Of course, we invite you to
Man.
as many games as possible. But schedules are weird for this because we often record at
Yeah.
9 in the morning for you on a weekday.
If you have to do like Mondays, those are bad for me. But it's tricky because I genuinely love. I'm just gonna be so cringe right now, as the kids say, and express
that
my
was cringe.
emotions.
Just saying that.
I'm just saying cringe as a 41-year-old is cringe. I love being in this show so much. I was just thinking about how it's been almost a year, I think, since I was asked to do the first one. And I was like thinking about that so fondly and how lucky I feel to be a part of it. And so it's really hard when I'm like, oh, they recorded and I wasn't there. But then I get to listen to it. And that's
Yes.
also like fun. So I'm very torn because I want to be able to hear them like a listener, but I want to be in them. So it's a lose-lose.
See, well, that just makes me feel like I can't do any wrong, right? Because I'm like giving you the benefit of listening by not inviting you, and then no.
Exactly.
But we want you to be in
Exactly.
as many games as you can. We also have. I'm not gonna like give away any big secrets, but we have so many like ridiculously
There's some
fun things in the
cool
pipeline
stuff
that
that's gonna happen.
are coming. Like we're
Yeah.
almost like a real podcast now. I've got like contracts in
You're
the
like a
work. I'm
network.
having meetings. Yeah, it's wild. So we have a
Cool.
lot of like big things coming. So get your titles in while we're still small. No, I'm just kidding. But
Yeah.
get your titles going all the time because they're amazing. And then I think my favorite thing about the show is actually because I don't look at the titles either. I know people know that Ross doesn't see them before we roll for them, but
Mhm.
I don't look at them. So when we record Bat of Radness and we kind of get that first taste of what the body of
Yeah.
titles look like, that's my favorite thing in the whole show is just to
Yeah.
see what everyone submitted, except for a few of you. You know who you are. And the Patterson the Duck titles, we do need to have a chat. I actually think Bob Grenville's probably the chief concern I have
Because
here.
he's doing the
It's
images
inevitable.
for them, and
We're
I
gonna have a
love
Patterson
them.
spinoff. Yeah, and then what if you're not in that episode, Paula? What are we gonna do?
I
Lucy
would be
Flowers is-
sad about that. I think you might have to call me and be like, "Can you just pop into this? We'll just
We-
fit another person in."
We did do our first recording ever with 5 players, so that is possible. That I
That's
don't
a
know
lot,
what
though.
I don't know why you're busy today, Paula, but if you want to pop in for Patterson's moment in the sun is back.
We do need a Patterson plushie, and I was looking at the website where you can someone shared it with me, and I can't remember who now. But there's a website where you can basically go, "Hey, here's what we want to make. Would you fund it?" And if enough people pre-order it, it can actually go into production, so you're not actually out any money ahead of time. But I want a Patterson plushie that goes inside out and turns into tentacles.
Wow, that sounds expensive.
It
But I understand
does.
what you're saying, where you don't pre-commit the money. One idea we talked about, we're really stalling on In Between the Bleeding Poppies. But
Yeah, sorry,
one-
In Between the Bleeding Poppies. It's an incredible title.
one thing I'm still interested in. We talked about you doing almost like a children's book reading for Patreon for Patterson the Duck. So we'll put together a really
I
spooky
gotta
children's
start
book. Yeah.
working on a story that would be so good.
Yeah, so that's something to maybe look forward to down the road. But the Rillier Housewives of Atlantic City doesn't have a bye. It's going up against another great title, which is In Between the Bleeding Poppies, submitted by Nadino, Nadino.
I love that title.
Wow, that for an 8 seed. I mean, the 8 seeds are super
Yeah.
strong. This is a tough bracket,
Yeah.
folks. But also, remember these titles beat out 3 other titles to make it into this bracket, and those titles were great too. So this was a difficult road. All the ones Paula likes are in the spreadsheet, like the
all my
unselected
favorite
titles.
ones never made it even this far.
Yeah, that's very true. So let me reveal the next one. Okay. So we have our number 4 seed in the cup side of the bracket. Weird to say. Some assembly required. Some assembly required was submitted by Zosma. Zosma, a name we see quite a lot, right? Zosma, very active in our Discord
Yeah.
as well. Zosma submitted some assembly required, maybe here in the chat. I should be looking for things like that, but it's moving a little fast for me. I know it's not super crowded, but I'm not a streamer, so this is overwhelming for me to try to read these comments. So a wonderful title going up against another wonderful title, which I think we talked about on Bout of Radness.
I think
Kingpins
so,
in
yeah.
Yellow, the number 5 seed. Kingpins in Yellow submitted by Jeff. The cool spelling of Jeff, Geoff.
Oh,
Kingpins
like Toys R
in
Us.
yeah, I mean, I guess I was thinking like Jeffrey Rush, but yeah,
I was
it's
thinking Jeffrey Joffrey whenever the giraffe for Toys R Us. I think he spells it that way.
uh, I think you're right actually. Never grow up, Paula.
I
Kingpins in
won't.
Yellow was a board game person, right? You have to have you have to be tight knit with Toys R Us, I think.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
Kingpins in Yellow versus Some Assembly Required. This is going to be difficult. I don't envy you, even though I'll probably vote too, just because I'll
Yeah.
get bored.
Oh, but how are we going to choose? And for those of you who are wondering, we have not revealed the way to vote yet. And all of these, if you're just joining in, were voted on previously in polls on Instagram. And these are the top 16 that Cup has seeded based on the number of votes they got.
Thank you. Yeah, very good. And next, wow, 2 more amazing titles. I think this was the most recent title voted on, An Occultist's Guide to Vintage Audio Repair.
That one's so cool.
Such
I
a
think we
Ross
talked
title.
about that on a Bout of Radness I was on. I think this feels familiar. That or it's just one I listened to. Who I can't keep track of.
I think
what's
we
real.
did too. This was submitted by Adam Smith, the father of modern economics, but I think this is actually Ross's buddy. I think this is someone Ross
Really?
knows from App State. Maybe you know this person too, Paula. Get in the Discord.
What's their name?
Warshtub, I think, something like that.
Warshtub.
I don't know.
I know that's not their real name. Did
Show
you also
yourself.
wait? Did you also go to App? We don't know each other. I think if they know Ross was there before me,
Oh,
so the timing probably doesn't quite work out.
I
but
forgot Ross is super old. Yeah, no,
so old.
yeah.
Adams. No, it is. Yeah, Adam Smith. Wait. When did
Oh,
you graduate,
Warstub's
Adam?
here. Amazing. Very good. So we have another amazing title going up against this title, which is How I Met My Ghoul Friend. So that's our, I can't even read here, the number 6 seed. How I Met My Ghoul Friend, which is submitted by Vovina. Vovina. How I Met My Ghoul Friend. A lot of cool names popping up here.
Good.
Yeah. So if you want to be the type of person that like I get excited when I see your username, jump in our Discord. So you can, the easiest way to get there is to go to probably slade.me, slade, SLAYD.me/Discord. That'll take you to like the invite page to hop in the Discord. A lot of these names I see every day, so I get excited when they pop up in the,
because you feel like you know
Madness.
them.
Yeah, exactly.
I have my own parasocial relationship.
And some of them I've met in real life, like Tomboy. So, very cool stuff. So let's see. We have one more matchup, the final matchup in my region, which is, good titles again. The number 2 seed, Do Not Feed the Mirror. Do Not Feed the Mirror. I think this was number 3 overall in terms of the percentage of votes it received. Do Not Feed the Mirror was submitted by Samuel Prato. Samuel Prato, a name we always see as well. Do Not Feed the Mirror is going up against number 7, near and dear to my heart because I think about Old West saloons. Stop the Piano Player. Stop the Piano Player was submitted by Alyssa. Wow, what an array of awesome people from our Discord who are popping into the March Radness bracket. So thank you. First of all, thank you everybody who submits titles, whether we've gotten to them yet in a game or in Bout of Radness or not. I've been talking to Ross a lot. He feels like this is a show that's going to run for like years and years and years. So you will have your moment. You'll have your moment, whether you're spotlighted with just an amazing discussion and banter on Bout of Radness, or you're a main title or a pushed title. It will happen. It will happen for you. I feel it. And those of you who were like really early, you were Ain't Slayed Nobody fans before you were Push the Roll fans. the odds were in your favor. We had like 20 people submitting titles at the beginning, so congratulations on getting in
And we
early with that.
pre-recorded a number of episodes
Yeah.
before it went out to an audience for new people to find and start submitting, right? But
Yeah, and I don't release them in order all the time. Sometimes I'm trying to separate, like if we had an 80s game, I want to wait until we do the next 80s game. So for
yeah,
example, the water park game, stuff is supposed to go down drains right. We recorded that before the show launched. So that was actually a
yeah.
fairly old recording, even though we just ran it recently. Other games like the worst gift ever given, we recorded and I had it out the next week because it had that
Yeah,
kind of holiday time sensitivity to it. And Andrea submitted the title for that, which was absolutely incredible. One of my favorite games for sure.
I love that one. That was so good. That was one I feel like we could have turned into a whole like campaign.
Yeah, I'm counting on Ross to turn all this into a campaign at some point. There's a through line he's not telling us about Paula. He's got something
We're gonna start
brewing.
to
I can feel
reveal.
it.
It has
Yeah,
to do with triangles for sure.
and portals,
Portals.
music,
Yeah, definitely music.
analog stuff.
Um, body horror for sure. Just
Yeah,
weird
body
body
horror.
stuff.
Mythology, Greek
Yes,
mythology.
lots of Greek mythology.
Yeah, he'll think we're making fun of him, but he won't watch this, so it's all good.
He won't
It's
watch it, so
it's
it's fine.
fine.
So we
Yeah,
can do
it's
whatever
fine.
we want.
Totally fine. Okay. So it kind of feels maybe to the audience like I've been stalling for this moment because I'm so scared the voting's not going to work. But I think we've arrived, Paula. I think this is the moment when we try to start voting on these, and
Let's try.
I'm gonna run the vote in the order we revealed titles. So we're gonna do that. Round two is actually gonna be harder because I have to like input the winners to vote on. But this I've already preloaded, so hopefully it'll work. We're going to use something called Kahoot. We're going to use Kahoot to vote, and I'll show you how to do that once I figure out how to share the screen of Kahoot. And Paula's going to vamp while I find the window.
Boy, there was something I was going to talk about, and then I forgot what it was. Here's the fun thing I'm doing right now, everyone. I am going to be at a convention in Denmark, and I'm going to be doing like running an actual play for like an audience. And they said, wouldn't it be fun if we let the audience choose a bunch of stuff that happens in your game? I said, yeah, that would be fun. I could run probably like some D&D, or I could run some Call of Cthulhu. And they said, what if we also let the audience choose what game system you use? And I'm like, cool. So I'm in the middle of homebrewing a scenario that could work for both Call of Cthulhu and D&D so that I can do as little work as possible. And that it has been interesting to figure out. So that's my vamp. Oh, I can't hear you now, Cup. Is that me or you? Let me double check.
I know what happened, Paula. I assigned
your
my
audio is coming
microphone
in.
to the bracket, so the bracket
That's
has to
it.
stay on stage.
Got it.
How
Okay,
embarrassing.
cool.
But I actually like that we have this separator between us because we're going to war right now. We are going to
Oh, that's
be,
right.
yeah, our sides of the bracket are going to be competing. It looks like you are all figuring this out before I talk about it, which is good. So to vote, you go into Kahoot, which is Kahoot, KAHOOT.IT, insert the game pin 8968350, or scan the QR code. I don't know that you need to download the app. That seems excessive. But it's supposed to be kind of like if you've ever played Jackbox games. You just pop in, and then once I feel like everybody who wants to play is in, we'll start. Like we'll start answering questions. We've got 24 people in already, which is more than I ever expected in my wildest imagination. So
Wow, you can
amazing.
change your avatar too. Now, I like that it gave me a unicorn, but do I want one of these other ones?
What am I? I'm like a parrot? No, I'm a turkey. That's appropriate. I'm a turkey.
If that's not a duck, that's like a chick, but that might be close enough.
Okay.
No, there's
Oh,
no
you're trying to
ducks,
be a Patterson?
everyone.
Maybe someone
Yeah.
else already swiped the duck. I'll wait. There's still people popping in, so I'm gonna stall. By stall, I mean Paula. Keep vamping. That was nice. What else are we doing? Oh, we're
Um,
gonna be at Gen Con, I think. So
yeah.
we submitted 2 shows for Gen Con. They're both like approved but not scheduled, I guess is kind of the status of them. So we're
We
gonna do
don't know when they're going to
two
be.
two 2-hour blocks of Push the Roll with Ross Bryant. Obviously
Is
Ross
a
will be there.
third show happening?
We don't know. So Clint Trucks
Got
also
it.
submitted a show, not knowing that we were submitting shows. So we might have a third that's under kind of like the Chill Touch type banner, but it's going to be Push the Roll with Ross Bryan as well. So two to three shows is what you can expect if you're going to Gen Con. Obviously, as soon as I know like what's going on, I'll let you know in terms of the days and times and everything like that. We're probably going to kind of do it like Improvised Shakespeare Company, where we just take audience like shout outs to get the titles. But we'll talk about that well in advance as well. Yeah, Clint actually played a game with us recently, so you can look forward to seeing C Trucks on one of our, or hearing C Trucks on one of our
I'm
games.
very excited for that to come out.
I have a phone call with him tomorrow. We're like brewing some very wicked things.
He's a
So
great person to be. I mean, if you want someone who can help like produce things,
oh,
Clint is so wonderful. Yeah.
he's amazing. I mean, it is kind of coming from a place of like I'm doing too much to grow this thing, so we're gonna have a little chat about that. But yeah,
Yeah.
he was so good in the game too. I know you weren't in that one, sadly, Paula. But you'll like it.
Yeah, that was another one. I was disappointed when I saw the picture shown on social media, and I was like, I wasn't there, but
Oh my gosh, that group looks so good. I was just talking to Mary Lou about how that went.
Yeah. Did you do something to your mic? You sound quiet to me now.
Oh, it's probably StreamYard, probably backed off because
I got really close and I went
I
like
see.
this.
Now you're back. You're back.
and
Yeah.
then so it just needs to adjust itself.
People are still joining.
We
I'm
hope.
torn. So we have 38. I think it's time to start though. We don't want to draw this out too long.
Wow, that's so
right?
many people.
I think, yeah, this is great. I actually, Paula, when I told you I wanted to do this, I thought it would be like us and Andrea, and every vote would be like, which one of us voted with
Just the
Andrea.
three of us.
Yeah. But I'm so happy that so many people turned out for this. It feels like the vote now, I don't know, it feels like there's a lot of weight to it. There's a lot of gravity in the vote here if it works. So let's see if it works. The way I've set this up is for a 1 minute timer on every vote. I think because we have so many people, I don't want to like reset this once we know what the winners are. So when we get to like round 2, the votes say like, round 1 winner 1 versus round 1 winner 2. So I'm just going to tell you in my words what those are, and then we'll vote that way, instead of going back and like typing it in, because that seems difficult. All right, so let's start it. Let's start voting. You get 1 minute per title. So I'll pause though after the first title. So we're gonna first vote on like God's Eyes in My Headlights versus Skin Origami, and we're gonna start the minute. Here we go.
And
there's music, but I've turned it off.
Oh, okay.
Wow. March Radness. Oh boy.
3, 2, 1. Get ready. Poll! Poll! Vote for the March Radness match 1. Oh, good. And you can just click. I have to go with this one because of my own personal sanity. I voted for like God's Eyes in My Headlights, everyone. Okay. I think if you were here earlier, you know that. Skin Origami, great. But please don't make me play in that.
I am actually going against Paula, so I'm going to vote for Skin Origami just to balance things, right? So anytime you announce what you're voting for, Paula, I'm definitely going to vote for the other one. So we'll leave it at that. We have 40 answers already. Okay, wow. Maybe a minute was too long.
No, it's good if we need to argue for things. I think in cases it will be a harder decision.
Because like God's Eyes in My Headlights is such a good title, let me tell you why I don't like it. It feels a little bit the right stuff to me. It feels a little bit, kind of on the same vibes as the right stuff, where we had the kind of woodland cryptid. It's not to say we would have to go in that direction again, but I'm just trying to play devil's advocate here.
Yeah, but we could turn it into a really cool racing. That was so close. I hate all of you.
Paula, this is your fault. Paula,
it is my fault because I said I didn't want it. People went against me.
Paula campaigned so hard. I'm so sorry, Clancy, that Paula's done this to you.
I'm sorry, Clancy.
Paula campaigned so hard against like God's Eyes in My Headlights that Skin Origami are so hard against Skin Origami that it's won with 53% of the vote. We have a Skin Origami. So I'll show you the bracket later, but I'm just going to highlight it.
I'm so sorry, Clancy. I'm so sorry. I've learned such an important lesson right now.
All right. Are we good to go to the next one? I think we should just keep rolling through them because we have 15 votes to do total. So let's go. Next poll. Here we go. We're on fire. Ooh, the Silence
This
Collector.
one is the hardest one for me. I really like
versus
both of these.
Day 1, Year 0.
I
Day
love
1,
this
Year 0 feels like it could
post-apocalyptic
work.
vibe.
It could work in so many different RPGs as well.
Yeah. But honestly, the idea of the Silence Collector
Oh yeah, what's Ross gonna do with that one?
is horrifying to me, like in a great way. So it's
Yeah.
like really tough because I love the idea. We could do like a zombie thing if we got Day 1, Year 0.
Oh, that's true.
Or
I don't
we
think
could
we've
do a
done
creepy,
zombies.
like, I try to scream for help and I can't thing with the Silence Collector. And that's very...
And what does Ross think day or Year 0 is? That's the question I have. Like when
is he going to
when
take
is
us
he going to
back
put
to like
us?
prehistoric times?
Could do.
He could
right?
do that. He could go that way.
Yeah, we're gonna do a spinoff of The Big Bang Theory here on Crystal with Ross Bryant. So 8 seconds. Get your vote in. Get your vote in.
I voted. I'm not going to tell anyone what I voted for until the end because I don't want to sway anyone against me.
Holy moly. Okay, so if you're just joining us, you can participate in the vote by going to kahoot.it, kahoot.it, and the pin is at the bottom of the screen here, 8968350. The Silence Collector mopped up.
Wow,
The
I can't
Silence
believe it
Collector.
wasn't closer.
Submitted by Tracy Loves Bees. So congratulations, defeating Day 1, Year 0. Oh, I should say Skin Origami again was submitted by Aaron. So congratulations on that one as well. So I'm going to highlight the Silence Collector.
Wow. I want to say, if you're like me and when you play Jackbox games and like your funny drawing doesn't get the votes and you're like, that actually hurts my feelings a little bit and I should never play these games. All of these are incredible and we all love all of them. So if you're like, oh, my dad only got 18% of the votes, like don't take it personally because that's an incredible title. They're all good.
Well, now I want to play Jackbox games with you, Paula. We do have the Magic Tavern connection because they all develop Jackbox games. So that would be incredible.
Really? I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, they're in it. Arnie, I think in particular. So let's move on, right? Y'all are doing a great job voting. You're doing great. Keep it going.
What'd you vote for there, Cup?
I wouldn't worry about it.
I voted for the Silence Collector. I have to be honest.
Oh, you didn't say, so I did as well. Sorry about that. It was a good title though. Jason Davis had submitted that one. Let's go through the Paula region.
March Radness 3.
Ooh.
Upon the Rotting Sea.
These are both so good.
Borrowed Faces. Oh, man. This is really hard because I want to do... I'd love to do, spoiler, another pirate-themed game.
What? Paula,
but...
what's wrong with you?
They don't know when it's gonna air. They don't know. But that sounds also horrible. And Borrowed Faces is so cool. I truly don't know what to pick here.
Yeah.
Convince me, Cup. What should I vote for?
Well, I'm gonna vote for whatever you don't. So just let me know. Let me know where you land. I love both of these. I don't think Upon the Rotting Sea would be a pirate game with Ross. One, because he's always trying to find different settings and different vibes. But I don't know. My like instinct, I like short titles. I think I like Borrowed Faces. I like those short, snappy titles.
I voted at the very last moment. I pulled the trigger on Borrowed Faces, and we both failed. We both
failed.
This is just like on Instagram.
Yeah, exactly. Josephine also is an avid voter on Instagram and also picks losing titles. So you have some solidarity there.
Elizabeth Edwards says the Rotting Sea makes me think of a sea that's actually an eldritch creature, which is a very cool idea.
Ooh, I like that. Like we're living in the bile of Cthulhu or something.
Yeah, like actually you think you're in the ocean, but you're actually inside a creature. You're in its stomach or something.
Upon the Rotting Sea was submitted by Chris Curry. So congratulations, Chris. That's K-R-I-S, Chris Curry.
Thank you, Chris.
Narrowly
These were both great.
Borrowed
That was hard.
Faces. All right, so let me highlight this.
That one, so far, that was the hardest one for me to vote for, I think. I really like both of those.
You did look like you were straining to get that vote in.
I was straining, yeah. It was tough.
The final vote in the Paula region is going to be starting now. A Night to Dismember versus the Collect Call of Cthulhu.
Oh my gosh. Again, why? Because we could have a really cool like slasher vibe from A Night to Dismember, but we could have a really fun, weird, like the phone keeps ringing or like I don't know. I don't
Yeah,
know.
I like these both for different reasons. See, for me, A Night to Dismember feels holiday themed. It
Yes,
probably
I
won't
actually
take
think so
that long
too.
for this. This might have been submitted in December, actually. It won't take that long to come out, but that's kind of where my mind went. The
But it could
Collect
also
Call of
go
Cthulhu, yeah.
prom. My junior prom, I think the theme was A Night to Remember. So it could be like or something. I don't know.
The Collect Call of Cthulhu, my only beef with it is that it puts us back in the 80s. We've been pretty 80s heavy. And I think that's probably where we would land with a title like that. You know, not that we wouldn't do something new with it. It's okay. Time's up
Just
anyway.
like, yeah.
Oh,
I mean, we
this
wouldn't
is a
have
close
to.
one.
Whoa, that was close. That was close.
Tomboy LaCroix coming through, even though I tried to campaign against you. The Collect Call of Cthulhu. Amazing. Congratulations for that one. Let me get my highlighter.
But we could extrapolate from that to take it out of the 80s.
We could.
You know what would be?
We don't limit ourselves.
Not that I'm the one deciding, but it should be a game. In what era was it? Maybe this is more classic Cthulhu, where you have like a telephone operator, and so they keep connecting, the lines for people.
Yeah.
And and they keep hearing something on the line.
Yeah, I like that. I don't want to spoil anything. There are other games you haven't been in, Paula. I'm sorry.
Oh, does that happen? In a game I haven't been in?
It just is reminding me of something, but don't worry about it. Don't sweat it. No, just keep scheduling other things, Paula. I'm sure it'll be fine. Let's see. So we are going to move to my side of the bracket. So this is my region, the Cup region, and we're going to start our vote with this pair of titles. Okay. It's actually amazing I've set this up correctly to this point.
This is great.
Let's see if it keeps going. Yeah. So the Rillier Housewives of Atlantic City versus In Between the Bleeding Poppies. I don't care. I'll play both of these. These are amazing titles.
They're
I love
both
them
great.
both for different reasons. One's super like dark and ominous, and the other one would be a gas, as the kids don't say.
Not anymore.
What do the kids say? It's bussin' something
No,
like that?
I don't think
that's for food. That's for food.
Yeah, you bust a table.
No, it's goated. It's goated.
This title eats.
I've been watching some Ryan Trahan, so I'm picking up on the slang from 5 years ago. Okay.
I will tell you, my personal taste tends to lean away from puns.
Okay.
Not always, but often. And so I have voted for In Between the Bleeding Poppies.
Wow. Oh, another super close one.
That was so close.
Oh, Ross is going to be crushed. He really did like, because we had this in a bout of Radness.
Yeah.
He really liked
that one.
that.
That's tough. We'll set that one aside.
He likes them all. But that was Nick A just narrowly losing to, In Between the Bleeding Poppies is so good. That is Nadino's title. It actually reminds me of the Wizard of Oz. I'm thinking like when they're in the poppy field, like falling asleep.
Yes.
Yeah, that's kind of what it reminds me of.
You know what would be really cool is to take some of these titles that are losing their bracket, and then you just set them aside for whenever you are like at a convention. You could like set up tickets to a game that different Push the Roll cast members run for people using some of these titles.
That's a lot of work. Paula, what if we started a Patreon tier where you just run these games for people? You just, you sign up, you buy a ticket to the Paula game, and then whoever gets selected from the lottery picks the title from the pool of titles.
That's so fun. But people need to know that I'm not Ross. Like I'm not. It's the right thing. I will.
Well, we'll give you the title in advance, Paula, so you can have like a sheet of bullet points.
I could plan something.
Okay, that's fair. I did mean to put you on the spot there, but now I feel bad for it.
No, I could do it. It just won't. I can do it, but it won't be as good as what Ross would come up with. I'm just telling you that.
Ross did say he would run games, and Scott Dorward said the same thing. So we do need to set something up like that at some point. But I'm pretty busy.
So cool.
How could you
It's-
expect me to
we're-
do all
we
this
are
administrative work? But
You need to bring on an admin.
we'll figure out something. But Ross actually is really keen on running games for Patreon. We talked about running Blade 68 or the unlocked Blade 69, which was part of their Kickstarter. What else was he interested in running? Like a bunch of Mage, maybe a bunch of games that he's like having fun playing. He wants to run for Patreon. So we'll
Cool.
see. We'll see what comes of that. Yeah, stay tuned. More stuff coming. Let's vote. Let's vote on the next matchup.
Next.
All right. Bum, bum, bum. Some assembly required versus Kingpins in Yellow. I remember Kingpins in Yellow, we were arguing about whether this was gangsters or bowlers, and I think I made the argument that bowlers are gangsters. I mean, you can just mash those
You
two
did
up.
make that argument. It made
No
me
problem.
worry about your upbringing a little, actually.
It's a bad one. Yeah, I don't recommend being left-handed or having my upbringing. Both of those are haunted things to be.
Oh my gosh, I love this. Peachazan in chat is saying some assembly required. I'm assuming is what's giving you this idea of a haunted IKEA.
Oh, that
You go to IKEA together, and can you make it out without losing all your sanity?
Isn't that just IKEA? That's not cosmic horror. That's just the reality.
That's just life.
It's too
It's too
reality
real.
based. It is for
I
hard to
don't
find an
know.
exit. Yeah, I like both of these. Some assembly required reminded me of the Steven Spielberg movie Batteries Not Included. Just something about the title.
Mark in chat has he said the same thing. I clicked just too slowly, and as I went to click, it told me time's up. I didn't get to vote.
Wow. Well, it wouldn't have mattered, but this is another really close one. So the winner advancing is Jeff with Kingpins in Yellow. Now I'm hitting my microphone. Kingpins in Yellow. We only have 2 more round 1 votes, and then it's going to go really fast to determine the winner because we've narrowed the field. So here we go. Let's do this.
I'm so nervous.
All right. Ready? Go. Okay. An Occultist's Guide to Vintage Audio Repair versus How I Met My Ghoul Friend.
Oh man, this is tough.
You don't like puns,
again.
Paula, so I'm just going to vote for How I Met My Ghoul Friend because I feel
I
like
am leaning toward an Occultist's Guide to Vintage Audio Repair, but there is something really fun in the idea of doing. I do love parody, though. See, I'm not a big pun fan, but I do love parody, and you see how those things clash sometimes.
That's tough. That's tough. We did do a game on Ain't Slayed Nobody. It was actually the fully improvised game we did that kind of spun off into this, which was called Ghoul, You'll Be a Woman Soon. And I think Clancy actually submitted that.
Incredible.
Clancy knocked. So this one's a little bit similar to that for me, but I'm voting for it anyway because I know you're not. So
I did decide to go with an Occultist Guide to Vintage Audio Repair because I love the idea of weird audio signals coming through or finding a weird like instruction booklet or just all that stuff. That vibe resonates with me. So
well, it's a winner and a sound designer's dream. I think that would be a lot of fun to produce.
Speaking of sound design, if y'all aren't listening to the latest arc right now, it's sci-fi, and the sound you've done on it is so. I'm just so like in the world. Everything so far is so evocative. I've got like 5 minutes left of the first episode. It sounds so good.
I didn't do anything for episode 2, so tomorrow's episode has no sound design. No, I'm kidding.
That's what you'll be doing when we're done here.
No, it's done. It's actually scheduled, so it'll come out at 5:30 a.m. my time, as always. So that was
Pogo Marie.
Guide.
Sorry, Pogo Marie is talking about the walkie-talkies. Walkie-talkies in the game Oxenfree. That is such a cool video game. Okay, sorry. I just wanted to say
Christopher's question, I do have a thought about this, asking if the runner-up will be the push title. So we can discuss that a little bit at the end.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, so let's talk about that when we get to the end. An Occultist's Guide to Vintage Audio Repair was Adam Smith's title, Paula's good college friend.
My good friend, who I think was there before I got there, but maybe I heard some people at school talking
kind of like paved the way for Paula.
Possible, yeah.
Paula's whole career.
That's right. Thank you. Big thank you.
It's a great title. So we just have one more vote for round 1, and let's make it a close one. The polling software is working better than I expected.
This is great. This is really cool.
Oh, Do Not Feed the Mirror was one of the earliest winners on the Instagram voting
Yeah.
versus Stop the Piano Player. Look, we started, our roots are in the Old West for Ain't Slayed Nobody, and I'm thinking of the Saloon Piano Player here, so I'm just going to vote for that one because I feel like I'd be betraying the heritage of the show if I went against it. But I love Do Not Feed the Mirror.
The only thing that is making me lean away from Do Not Feed the Mirror is it kind of reminds me of the very first game we did, the
Oh, and you
Obverse
hated that one, yeah.
That is one of the best games I've ever played in, and we sort of fed the mirror a little bit in that. We could obviously go a totally different direction with this, and we would.
Scott fed the mirror himself, if I remember that correctly.
Yeah,
how that
he
went.
was just like, I dive into it.
Yeah.
And I never want to leave.
Yeah, we have, oh my gosh, look at this.
So close, and R2 votes.
I didn't vote. I forgot
You didn't vote?
I didn't vote. Oh my gosh.
I voted for Stop the Piano Player. You would have had it at a solid tie.
I am so sorry to
what would we have done,
Alyssa,
though?
and it was Alyssa too. Sorry, I forgot. I was so busy talking that I did forget to vote. We would have been able to. You would have lost the roll off. You're terrible at rolling, Paula.
Roll off. That's right.
Sorry, Alyssa. That was my bad. But Do Not Feed the Mirror is the winner from Do Not Feed the Mirror.
Ooh, I do like this. A modern day Obverse sequel. We bring back all the players from that first game.
That's Samuel. Do Not Feed the Mirror. They want us to treat it as a tie because I didn't vote. I bet Samuel doesn't want to treat it as a tie.
He's like, I won. Hush. Move on.
Let's see. We could just do alternative history.
Y'all's vote stopped the piano player this time.
Let's roll off anyway, Paula. Let's see what would have happened. Maybe it'll be the same result anyway, and then we don't have to lose sleep over it.
So because I voted for Stop the Piano Player.
I don't know if they can see the roll. Let me change the view. Hold on. Where's this view? That's not it. That's not it either. That's a 3. So then if I slide it, you can see that it's a 93.
So, but who are you rolling for? Because we both voted for Stop the Piano Player. If you had voted, because I voted for Stop the Piano Player.
Oh, I think it's got to be Do Not Feed the Mirror then. If you voted for
we both voted for Stop the Piano Player.
And I rolled so terribly, right? So,
I rolled a 55.
Okay,
which means nothing.
You were a 50 in title voting, so I think it's going to be Do Not Feed the Mirror.
I think it has to be, since the audience more than us favored it.
That's right. Okay, I'm not going to vote anymore. The stakes are getting too high. I'm sweating because the room I'm in is really hot. I've got the stage lights on. I'm sick. I took Dayquil.
You're feeling woo.
I could pass out at any moment. So this is where things are going to fall apart a little bit, in that the next poll is going to have title 1 / title 2, and you have to remember what won. So listen to my voice. Listen to my words when I tell you what you're voting for. Listen to my words. The next vote that we're going to do is going to be Skin Origami versus the Silence Collector. I believe the way this is running, the Skin Origami title is going to be red, the red triangle, and the Silence Collector is going to be the blue diamond.
Okay. Skin Origami, red, like the blood that would come out of your skin if it was flayed from your body and folded up.
Well, you're really selling it now.
Silence Collector, blue, like the darkness of night, where the Silence Collector comes and takes your voice from you.
Wow. See,
I'm trying to help
creepy
people.
Improvs. Yeah, we should start the Paula tier. All right, I'm gonna run it. Hopefully, it even loads. We'll see. Next, here we go. I know.
Yeah, thank you, Elizabeth. Silence is blue.
Okay, so see how it says / Skin Origami? So the title is on the slide.
Oh, got it.
So Skin Origami is the red triangle, or the Silence Collector, which won that vote, is the blue diamond. Skin Origami versus the Silence Collector. The Silence Collector. Oh, Silence Collector, just rolling over other titles.
Thank you.
So Silence Collector.
Thank you, everyone.
I got to get my Sharpie out now. So the Silence Collector is 4. So the 4 seed advances to the final 4, right? The final 4 is, I think, where we are. Yeah.
The Silence Collector.
Okay.
Hey, Pantalone says you owe us. Okay. All right. I owe you. Tell me what it is. And that's what I'll do.
Amazing. So the next vote's going to be Upon the Rotting Sea versus the Collect Call of Cthulhu. I believe Upon the Rotting Sea is going to be the red triangle. The Collect Call of Cthulhu is going to be the blue diamond. Paula, you have to keep making connections between the colors and the shapes
rotting
and the
sea
titles.
is red. Obviously, it's rotting like the red blood of the rotted meat that has been flayed from your body. And the Collect Call of Cthulhu, we all know that a phone booth is blue. Done.
In the U.S., yeah. In the U.S. is blue.
And a police booth, which looks like a phone booth, is blue back in the day. And that y'all know. Y'all get it.
The AT&T logo is blue. I mean, it's perfect. It's perfect. Okay, so we have Upon the Rotting Sea, the red triangle, versus the Collect Call of Cthulhu, which is the blue diamond.
And these are less than a minute this time, so y'all got to vote fast.
Oh my God, they are? I didn't. That's unintentional.
I think these are quicker, much quicker.
They might be 20 seconds then, but people are getting their votes in. These are a lot of votes, so sorry for that. I tried to make them all 60 seconds. So the winner is Upon the Rotting Sea. Yeah, Upon the Rotting Sea, the 3 seed. So we're gonna have the 3 seed versus the 4 seed in the Paula region.
It's pretty exciting.
This is fantastic. I can't believe this is working. I honestly thought, Paula, we were just gonna be apologizing the whole time for this not working. Type the title in chat and we'll count them. So this is great.
I'm so glad we're not having to do that.
So the finals in your bracket, Paula, are the Silence Collector versus Upon the Rotting Sea.
Oh my gosh, how are we gonna choose? I want them all to win.
But we're not going to choose now. We're going to jump over to my side of the bracket to figure out what's going on in that piece of the Final Four. All right. So the next vote's going to be In Between the Bleeding Poppies and Kingpins in Yellow. So this is easy for you, Paula. In Between the Bleeding Poppies will be red. It will be the red diamond.
Okay, so bleeding poppies, like orange and blood, so it's red.
Sure, yeah. I don't think you needed to explain anything for that one.
The poppies when they've been flayed from your body.
Fair, yep. Everything's flayed. The Kingpins in Yellow is blue. Maybe it's something
because yellow and blue make
colors.
Green.
Yeah, of course.
And green is the color of our bowling shirt.
Okay, so it's definitely a bowling scenario if this wins. I wrote a bowling scenario. This might be stepping on my toes. Let's see. Here we go. So I'll remind you when it pops up what we're doing. Hopefully it's more than 20 seconds, but it may not be.
It's
20 seconds. All right. In Between the Bleeding Poppies, red triangle, or Kingpins in Yellow, the blue diamond.
I went against type.
Delaware is kind of like a blue diamond. It's a very Delaware title as well. The Diamond State. Delaware's the Diamond State. The Small Wonder, the home of tax-free shopping. And the flag is blue.
The home of tax-free shopping.
Oh my God, look how close this is.
Y'all, if we would have had to roll off, but I voted for Kingpins in Yellow. I went against type.
I didn't vote, but I would have voted Kingpins in Yellow because of the bowling situation. I would have to. All right.
That one was so close. That's a tough one.
And the whole Delaware situation, I talked myself into it. Okay, so that's the 5 seed. Boom. All right, one more vote on my side of the bracket, which is going to be An Occultist's Guide to Vintage Audio Repair is going to be the red triangle versus Do Not Feed the Mirror, which is going to be the blue diamond.
Obviously, the glass of a mirror is blue. Duh. And the Vintage Guide to Audio Repair is like an old radio that is red, or like Radio Shack, and its logo was red. Done.
And the record button on a radio is red.
Is red. Yeah. See, easy. Especially once it's been flayed from your body.
Is anyone else worried that this is poll 12 of 12? Okay, anyway, vote for this one first. Then we'll figure that out. An Occultist's Guide to Vintage Audio Repair, red triangle, and blue diamond.
Do not feed the mirror.
Do not feed the mirror. Get your vote in. 4 seconds remain.
Okay, what happens?
Oh,
big one there.
Do Not Feed the Mirror was flayed alive.
Yes, it was.
By An Occultist's Guide to Vintage Audio Repair, the Adam Smith submission. So let me write in on my bracket.
Thank you, everyone, for voting for my best friend from college. Have I made you uncomfortable yet, Adam?
It's a great day for 3 seeds. Let's see what we have here.
Ooh, yeah. It's interesting that the 1s and 2s from both sides did not make it through.
I keep doing that. Nobody wants to see me. What was the good view we had earlier? We had a good view earlier. This one, right? But I've taken it over with the sharing of the screen. So yeah, we don't have a good view. But this is the finals, just the seeds that advanced. So the 4 seed, the Silence Collector, is going to go up against the 3 seed, the Rotting Sea, on Paula's side of the bracket. The 5 seed, Kingpins in Yellow, is going to go up against the 3 seed, an Occultist's Guide to Vintage Audio Repair, on my side of the bracket. Because we're out of questions somehow, I am going to have to set this up really quick to make it so we can actually vote on this, because it's going to say like, thanks for participating. So let me just jump in here. Boop.
I actually think another cool Patreon tier or thing that could be like put on Patreon is like, y'all know how on Patreon now you can have like a post that people can just like purchase access to that post or whatever. Something that could be cool, I think, but I guess y'all let us know if it sounds cool, and people would of course have to do it. Would be if we took some of these titles that we end up going, we're never going to use this title in a show, but we had ideas about them. We talked about them on Bout of Radness or whatever, where we threw out some ideas. Someone could then go in and write up like a 1-page scenario starter. Like, hey, based on this title, we came up with this premise. Here's your bad guy or monster or creature or whatever. Here's some clues your investigators could find. Like, here's your adventure hook or whatever. Now, you listeners can take this title and run it yourself. Like, here's a little 1-page starter for you. Run it and let us know how it is. I feel like something like that could be cool. It was just written and no one's running it. People can run it on their own. I don't know. I think that's a neat idea.
I won't say I was listening, Paula. I'm panicking.
That's okay.
To get this set up, but
I'm
almost done.
Curious what chat thought about that. So, you know.
Okay, I'm actually typing the titles in, which will make this a little bit easier, I think.
Cool.
Vintage Audio Repair. You may have to rejoin though. Is the only problem. Repair.
Yeah, this does say thanks for playing.
Yeah, but I have the titles in. I think I'm ready to share it again.
Unicorn looks happy.
I might as well do the finals too, so that we don't have to rejoin yet again. Vote for the winner, and then I'll do the same thing I did last time, where it was like this title / that title, the winner of. You know, everybody knows. So the Silence.
We all know. We got it. We all know.
Everybody's really an expert at this. Silence Collector / Upon the Rotting Sea, and then the other one's going to be Kingpins in Yellow / An Occultist's Guide to Vintage Audio Repair. I'm actually getting pretty efficient with, what's it called? Kahoot? So we might have to use this again.
It's great. This is very cool. I might have to use this for some things.
Amazing. So, okay, I'm going to save this. Changes saved. I'm going to host it live. Wish me luck.
Good luck.
Thank you. Yeah, that wasn't rhetorical.
Godspeed.
Okay.
Don't panic.
We are going to have to rejoin, but this will be the last time you have to join Kahoot today. I feel confident about that. Kahoot. Start. It's
all 40 of you better show up. This is the most important vote.
This is the most important vote of your lives. This is like your crowning moment as a human being, is to vote on these titles. Let's share the screen. There we go. Kahoot. Okay, we have a new pin. We have a new pin on
this time. We can hear the music.
Oh, that was a mistake. Let me figure out how to stop that immediately. It is gone, right? For you all?
It's gone. Yeah, I just kept singing. Okay. Sorry.
Thanks for that, Paula.
It is gone.
Mark your bingo square for Paula singing the Kahoot theme song. So we have a new pin, kahoot.it, kahoot.it, and the code is 4960993. We only have 3 votes remaining before deciding which discarded, pushed to the side, disgusting title are we going to resurrect?
Honestly,
We're going to dig it out of its
trashed here.
grave. Yeah, which trash title are we going to play anyway? Like we don't care that we didn't roll for this title. We're going to play it, and we're going to surprise Ross next time. Next time Paula and I are on the same session, we're just going to run it. We're just going to do bout of Radness's winner here from March Radness, and we're going to roll. How many people have joined? Almost 40. So I think we're almost there. Give it a few more seconds. Everyone take a deep breath. Take in some electrolytes, whatever you need to make it through these last 3 votes. And
Yeah. It's very important. Especially, do you have some electrolytes, Cup, now that we're talking about it?
I hope we're so small on the screen right now. I hope people can't see that my nose is actively running, but I'm scared to do anything about it. I don't want to wipe it on my shirt. I don't want to.
You know,
Paula's disgusted.
Can I offer you a Kleenex? I was just like, wait, you don't have a box of Kleenex by your computer? Because this comes with me either here or in my recording space, because sometimes we get sniffles.
It's all good. It's all good. My voice, I mean, I feel like I could do a good character voice today. I got a little more grit to my voice, a little more character. I could do like a really nice accent with this voice,
Yeah.
So let's play. Everybody's here. 40 people. Are we ready?
Let's go.
So the first vote.
Go.
The first vote. I mean, it's going to say what it is, but the first vote is going to be between the Silence Collector and Upon the Rotting Sea. And this is Paula's title. We're assigning this title to Paula somehow because it's your side of the bracket.
Okay. Oh yeah, it's my side of the bracket. I created this title.
Yeah. Yes. Oh, let's call out who submitted these, since we are at like the end game here. So the Silence Collector, as a reminder, was submitted by the amazing Tracy Loves Bees.
Yay!
You know what? I'm not going to bias. We're too far along. We're not. Yeah, I'm not going to do it. I'll tell you after the vote.
Okay.
And then we have Upon the Rotting Sea, which was submitted by Chris Curry, Kris Curry, Chris Curry. I'm nervous, but I'm starting it. Here we go.
Let's go.
It's probably 20 seconds. Is everyone ready? Are you locked in?
Because
I don't think I changed the time. Let's
go.
Oh, there was a gong. I should have left the music on.
Gong.
Yeah.
There, I
cool.
did it for everyone.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
In post, I'll put a real gong on top of it. It says 1 of 15. Ignore that. Oh, it's 60 seconds. Relax.
How do I choose between the Silence Collector and Upon the Rotting Sea?
Lean back. It's blocked by the comments. I just realized. So let me take these down for a second.
Guys,
yeah.
What do we do? What do we do here?
I'm not voting.
Maybe I
didn't even
voting.
log in. I didn't log in for this. I didn't put a pin in there. We cancel each other out, so let's just not vote.
I think maybe at this point I have to let go and let God. And God right now is the chat voting.
I think I'm going to vote for a third party. I'm going to pick a new title.
I'm going to write in. I'm going to do a write-in.
I have the list of titles that were defeated on Instagram. I'm just going to pick one of these. Maybe we'll do No Vacancy at the Goldfield Super 8 or The Unexamined Life. The Folded Man. Remember that one? I was surprised it lost, actually.
The Folded Man is a very cool one. It is a less gross skin origami.
Yes. It might have gotten Paula's vote. Terror in Toontown was another one that is popping for me. Oh, a close vote, but we do have a decisive winner. The Silence Collector. The Silence Collector. Tracy Loves Bees. So the reason I was like kind of trying to say something before the vote started is that I feel like with the username like Tracy Loves Bees, Ross will find a way to incorporate the username into the game.
Bees. Maybe so we can push him away from that.
So we have the Silence Collector and we have bees in the scenario somehow. All right. Congratulations, Tracy Loves
Maybe
Bees.
The sound of silence is actually the buzzing of bees. Congratulations. This one was close. That one was hard. I could not choose. I really love both of those.
This is an underdog too. This is a 4 seed making it to the finals with the Silence Collector. But because I did this based on percentages, it might just mean the other titles the Silence Collector went up against were also phenomenal, which is very likely knowing our patrons. It went up against Crisis at the Crosswalk, Terror in Toontown, and Under the Couch Cushion of Hell. So those are the titles it defeated in the run-up to March Radness. All right? Whew, here we go. My side of the bracket, the consequential side of the bracket. It's time. It's time to vote. I can see you wincing, Paula. You're still on the screen. Here we go. Vote for the second finalist here. Kingpins in Yellow versus An Occultist's Guide to Vintage Audio Repair.
Yeah, again, I think even though I did sign in thinking I was going to vote, I think we're at the point where, again, I think I got to let go and let God.
One of the gods.
One of them.
We would cancel out, so I think it's nice to abstain at this level of. This is the highest level of competition in podcasting ever, maybe. Certainly in actual play. Yeah. So I think it's good that we sit this one out.
Oh, that's right. Wait, but I'm betraying my best friend from college if I don't vote.
Oh, that's right. Yes, Adam Smith. You probably met in an economics class, if I had to guess. Yes.
I'm pretty sure I might be making it up, but I feel like there is a picture of an Adam Smith in a frame in the prop closet. You did theater. Is that how you knew Ross there, Adam? And that like people I knew were like, oh, this is from that funny one act that happened before you were in school here. Maybe I've made that up. Maybe I dreamed that.
Well, Paula.
It sounds like I dreamed it. It says not in theater.
Not at all.
I extrapolated you into being someone else.
I feel like Adam Smith was an astronomer or an astronomy student or something.
That sounds more correct. Now I'm remembering Discord conversations. Now I think about this.
This was close.
Astronomy, but good luck.
This is close, but I feel like maybe Paula rigged this for her best friend from college.
I did not vote. We
do have An Occultist's Guide to Vintage Audio Repair as our second finalist. It's worth noting, this was the last vote on Instagram. So this title just snuck in to the top 16 under the gun. So this is our 3 seed from my side of the bracket. So we have a 4 seed in the Silence Collector going up against a 3 seed in An Occultist's Guide to Vintage Audio Repair for the final.
I have a promise to make to Wizla, who is upset about no pirates and now no bowling. If An Occultist's Guide to Vintage Audio Repair wins, I'm going to angle really hard for getting Ross to set it in a bowling alley where someone is working on repairing a radio in the bowling alley. And then we have both.
Another promise that I'll make, if you've been following the show for any length of time, you know I do break promises. But the promise that I will make to you is that I wrote a bowling scenario. It's basically been in final edits for like the last year, but I'll run it for a Push the Roll crew. And it'll probably live on like Ain't Slayed Nobody or Ain't Slayed Nobody Patreon, or the Push the Roll overarching Patreon. But I'll run it for like a crew of Ross, Paula, and some other really cool people. So we'll get a bowling game in that way, and there will be pirates. You will have pirates. There will be pirates.
There will be pirates.
Pirate radio, Paula. Pirate radio. For An Occultist's Guide to Vintage Audio Repair. Yeah. So we'll figure it out.
Or it could be a pirate-themed bowling alley where the person is doing their audio repair.
Wow. Yeah, we're gonna do what Josephine said. We're cramming all the titles into one concept. Yeah. All right. We have one more vote. I know you wish I had picked 64 titles because you wanted to do this for hours and hours.
Yeah.
But we started with 16 titles. This is our first year doing this. Maybe we'll do 64 next year just to torture everyone.
Now that would be some madness.
That would be a lot of voting. But we are going to vote for a winner here. And, apropos, fitting to our show, it's going to be confusing. Because the way I've set it up so that I didn't have to go have everyone log back in is you're going to see both titles that competed the way we did earlier on when it's like, what were the finalists? It's going to say The Silence Collector / Upon the Routing Sea. And you're going to know that The Silence Collector won. So when you see the red triangle, you're going to be voting for The Silence Collector. When you see the blue diamond, you're going to be voting for An Occultist's Guide to Vintage Audio Repair, even though you'll also see the title it defeated, Kingpins in Yellow. Okay? We have
Got it,
60
got
seconds to
it.
work through this one. Take your time, take a deep breath. I'll explain it again once we see the titles.
And this is important, everyone. This is the title we're going to play.
This might be the most important thing I've ever done.
It's been pointed out in chat. This is silence versus audio.
Oh. Wow. Okay. I have comments, but I'll wait till the vote is complete. Are we ready? Is everyone ready? Thank you. Also, thank you for joining us. I mean, the vast majority of people who joined us stuck around, which is amazing to me. We started with like 42 and we have 38 people still here. I mean, some people may have joined like whatever. We got a lot of people.
Sometimes
more than I
people
thought.
can't sit time, you know?
More than I thought. And then obviously everyone who jumps in and watches this VOD is going to be mad because they're going to say like, oh, if I was there, I could have influenced the vote.
If I was there, that thing wouldn't have tied. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So here we go. It would be funny if it broke.
Now it just doesn't work.
Vote for the winner. Okay. Red triangle is a vote for The Silence Collector. A blue diamond is a vote for An Occultist's Guide to Vintage Audio Repair. You have 45 seconds. Take a deep breath.
The title to be The Silence Collector and the pushed title to be An Occultist's Guide to Vintage Audio Repair. Because you got to bring the sound back somehow.
I want the opposite of that.
I
want it to go the other way.
I'm abstaining. I can't. I'm too close to it.
Yeah, Paula, you're really messing with the vote now, as Adam.
Sorry.
Your buddy Adam's pointing out.
I mean, it could be An Occultist's Guide to Vintage Audio Repair, and just when you think you've gotten it fixed, the Silence Collector comes to stop you from doing it. It could work both directions.
One thing that I enjoy about the whole concept of the Silence Collector is I feel we can end it like the Sopranos finale, where it just cuts the silence in the middle of like an episode. Yeah. Holy moly, Paula! This is your fault, Paula.
I argue for both sides.
Adam, I'm so sorry this happened to you.
I'm sorry to have betrayed my best friend from college.
I'm very happy for the Silence Collector to be a winner. I do think that's an incredible title from Tracy Loves Bees. I may have also skewed the results by saying we might have bees in the scenario, so now I really have to push for that hard when we introduce it to Ross. And you don't want to play a game with bees, so I feel like that makes it even better for everybody. Unless it's like X card stuff for you, and then we'll figure out something else.
No, that's fine.
Okay, but the Silence Collector submitted by Tracy Loves Bees is our champion of our very first inaugural March Radness, a spinoff of our companion show to push the roll with Ross Bryant, Bout of Radness, which we'll have another Bout of Radness in 2 weeks after Outpost at the Edge of Dark Space concludes. That's our current arc that we're running through.
Such a good title.
Episode 2 of that comes out tomorrow, so make sure you tune in and jump in our Discord, slade.me/Discord. We have like a live blog channel for Push the Roll where you can like type things as you listen, or we have a spoilers channel where you can just talk about things after you've listened. So please do that. And I am going to make the call, Paula. I'm going to make the call. The push title will be An Occultist's Guide to Vintage Audio Repair.
Yes.
I think it seems right. It seems right.
It feels good.
Yeah, we're gonna start with the Silence Collector. We're gonna push it to An Occultist's Guide to Vintage Audio Repair. We're not gonna tell Ross anything. We all have to agree here in the chat, everybody. We're not gonna tell Ross anything about these titles. We're not gonna tell him the push title is also coming from here. Let's leave him in the dark. Let's leave Ross not knowing what's gonna happen. And next time.
And we truly will not try to overly influence whatever the direction of the scenario goes, I think, because we will have had time, obviously, to throw all these ideas around. So maybe we just
I won't make that promise.
And our special guests
I'm just kidding.
Do whatever they want.
I'll probably push for bees a little bit, but that's the only thing I'm going to do.
And I'm going to say no bees.
But I don't.
And then Ross will have to decide who he likes better.
I'm not confident I'll remember these titles when they come up. It's going to be probably a few weeks or a month from now. So my brain will be smoothed out by then. This was fun and it worked. I think the most important thing is that it worked. So thank you so much thank you for submitting titles. Thank you for, if you're on Instagram.com/pushtheroll and you're following our roll call channel there, thank you for voting in the run up to selecting the top 16. Thank you for submitting extra amazing titles. If you were mention today, if you're in this group of 16 that beat out a bunch of titles, right? Because we had clusters of 4
Yeah.
that we've been voting on for months. Thank you so much. I would love to do more live stuff now that I know it works on Patreon. I mean, I never really realized we could do anything live on Patreon without putting a layer of like Crowdcast or one of those really expensive programs on top of it. So we know we can do this. We'll try to do more stuff. I don't know. I'm excited. I want to play this tonight. I'm about to text Ross and say we got to get a crew together. We got to
Do it right now.
Run through a game. Yeah, look for a lot more stuff coming soon. Like I said, we've got a lot of irons in the fire. A lot of cool stuff coming on Push the Roll with Ross Bryant and beyond. All right. Thanks, everybody.
Yay.
Thank you, Paula. Thanks for setting aside
Thanks for having me.
afternoon to run through the vote with us. And
I'm glad it worked out.
I appreciate you for kind of like stuffing the ballot box with your opinions. So thank you for influencing the final result.
That's my job. Yeah. I'm an influencer.
I sent Paula a bunch of notes beforehand, like, make sure this one wins.
Yeah, really push for this one. Really,
Poor
trick
Adam.
them into voting for this one.
You get the push title, though. I mean, that's great. It's an honor to make the finals. I didn't make the finals. I'm just guessing. I'm guessing it's a huge honor.
I feel honored just having witnessed it. So.
And we're going to talk about this a lot on the bout of Radness that follows the Silence Collector. So, we'll be able to relive the excitement of the stream that we had here today as a collective. All right. Thank you for being a member of the cult. If you're in the free Patreon tier, consider supporting the show. This is how, I think Paula mentioned, this is how she gets paid. I mean,
yeah. And thank you so much. It helps me a lot.
I'm going to make something up here and say the reason Paula hasn't been in a few arcs is because we can't afford Paula anymore because we don't have enough patrons. No, I'm totally kidding.
Please join the Patreon. Let me be in games again.
Totally kidding. But thank you, everybody. And we'll see you on the other side.
Ooh.
The right stuff. It'll do a bout of Radness outro. Here we go. Goodbye.